Wait, where did the creeper go? What
I
the
don't know.
heck? Is he is he in the cabin? Is he assumed? Is this a mutiny? Has he assumed the position as captain? He did. He's looking out the window and everything.
I'm gonna murder him.
Get out here, you swine! Shiver me timbers and swackle me bushes. Buckle my swatches. Careful, careful, careful. Back up. Like that. Aha! We successfully boarded the ship and commandeered it as our own. Alright. Enough. Enough pirate roleplay. Uh, Hello, everybody. My name is Bander, and welcome back to the wonderful world of Jot City. Last time we were here, we were building this lovely boat, and as you can see, I've made some modest progress. I've finished my design for the side of the ship and the overall kind of shape of it all. Here's the back of it, and there's the front, aka the bow. And I've made some moderate amounts of detail, and I think I'm pretty happy with the design of it. I've added some of my banners and some other details on the side of it. And I also have Piers with me here, who's just firing arrows randomly. Can I get through here?
Hi.
Thank you. We got
Ugh.
the captain's cabin in the back, which is so far fairly undetailed. We got a little bit of a window here for a looking point. And then we have a little bit of underground space as well. Here's where the mast is going to begin. I haven't finished it yet. I just wanted to do that on camera. We got some spots for some cannons as well. And then another little viewing window. This can kind of be like a. I might get rid of this cannon and just make this sort of like a crew kind of rest area, like break room kind of deal. There's another window where they can look out back. And then I don't know if I can get down there, but I think down here? No, not here. Where's the best place to do this? Okay, maybe right here. Nope, not here. Right here? Yeah, right here. Okay. And here's another little area which can be kind of maybe a storage area for the ship. I'm not 100% sure. But I think that's the one I'm going to go with, because this is kind of like a nice, larger area. It could also be like a crew area, just because kind of crews usually have a very shoddy kind of working space. It's not really up to code or anything like that. Let me just grab some... Or no, just use stairs. Let's do something like this. And then stair here. Another one there. And then there. And then we can remove these two blocks. Watch out. And you can go up. There we go. Got a little staircase for the bottom part. And then, one last detail that I want to show is the bow, or the front of the boat, I think. It is the bow, right?
I'm pretty sure it's called the bow.
Is this pole here that juts out, and then we have the little decoration at the front here, which is a nice armor stand. And I'm going to get a wither skull and put that at the top of it. There's a little nice little bit of detail in it. And so what we need to do today is a kind of a handful of random things. I need to start working on the masts and the sails. There's going to be 3 masts. There's going to be one in the front, or the large one in the middle, smaller one in the back, and a smaller one in the front. And then what I also need to do is come out. Oh, another thing is I also extended the bottom of it to be a lot deeper, because before it was only sitting about 2 blocks underneath the water, and so I decided it would be more realistic to have it come down a lot further. I need to work on this side of the boat, because this side is like completely unfinished, and then I need to start working on the top and add some detail and a little bit of wear and tear, I guess. Maybe a little bit. I'm not so sure. But anyway, we are going to get to that, and when we come back, I'll show you a little bit of progress that I've made. Actually, no, I'm going to make the mast right now. I think for the middle mast, we're going to do this 3x3, and then the smaller masts are going to be just 1 wide, because it's an even number, which is kind of a problem, but can be remedied by the fact that we can do a very large mast and then a couple smaller masts. How high do you think this should be?
Um, Fairly large, I'd say.
Like, tell me when you think I'm getting a little too high.
Well, mast is normally really high because they need to see out far distances.
Yeah, but there's also a matter of balance. Like if it's too big, then it kind of capsize the boat.
A little bit more.
Ah, that good?
One more level. Also, don't most boats have 2 masts?
This is gonna have 3, I think.
Oh, okay. That looks good for that middle one, because isn't the back one supposed to be the biggest?
I think it's the middle one that's supposed to be the biggest.
Uh,
Maybe I'm wrong. Let me take a look at it. And then we need to build a crow's nest. Yeah, that looks about right. Maybe it does need to be a little bigger. I need to take a look at an image real quick. So I guess we'll be right back. I'll have the masts kind of set up, and then maybe Justin can start helping me work on the other side of the boat. So we'll be right back. And we're back. And a mast. And a little bit of a crow's nest. It kind of looks like the sea needle. What do you think?
let me come look.
I decided that the 3x3 was way too big for the mast, and it definitely just needs to be 1 because the sails are going to make it look a lot thicker once we get those up there. Speaking of which, I need wool, which I have probably none of.
Okay.
But I do have a sheep farm, so that's not a problem. Alright, so Justin's been hard at work on the back side of the ship, and he's been getting through most of it, I think.
Yeah,
It's pretty tricky.
yeah, I figured out what's wrong with the other side is that you didn't finish part of it, so it doesn't look right.
Yeah, there's going to be parts that are off because I did a lot of changing, and I didn't necessarily change this backside, so there's going to be like weird bits, especially at the bottom. I don't think the bottom is done at all, but I'm not really too concerned with the bottom. I don't if it doesn't, if it's not like perfect, fine, because no one's going to see it.
Right over here is where the first, like, where one of the problems is.
Yeah, this front part here is probably going to be the worst.
Yeah.
Because there's the spruce section here, and it's non-existent right now. But we're going to start working on, or I'm going to start working on the sails. I'm going to start collecting a lot of wool, and I'm going to start working on the mast, or the sails. The hard part that I'm looking at is this. There's a lot of ropes that have to go around, and there are leads that I can use for ropes. But I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to approach doing them. I could use, like, chickens and have them be attached to fence posts for ropes, and that would kind of look okay. But then again, it also... Oh, excuse me, burps. That would also make it kind of look... I don't know how the chickens would really fit into there. I wonder if there's... Is there a smaller mob that I can use? Guardians are pretty small, but that would probably not work. It'd be really difficult too. I'm tempted to say silver. Oh, cats. No, chickens would probably be a lot easier than cats. Are you going to bed?
Yeah, hold on.
Alright, so we're gonna continue working on to grind some wool, and we will get to you guys in a little bit. And we're back. And I build some sails. I think I have them so where they kind of start and end kind of in the same spot and then kind of poof out, so like give it like a little bit of like depth and a little bit of a wind effect, and then they kind of peel off on the sides a bit to make them look a bit longer. And there's the second one, and I've also started working on the front and back masts. So yeah, I'm not sure if this top mast is, or top sail is big enough. So I may move this one down or raise the mast up a couple more blocks and extend this piece. But other than that, I think they look pretty good. I may need to trim off this part a little bit right here because it looks a little bit odd. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. Justin, how's the side of the boat going?
As good as it can be expected.
I expect perfection, nothing less. So, and looks like you've achieved that. Good job.
Yep.
At least in progress. We have a. Yeah, I think that works a lot better. It makes it look like it's a bit bigger, I think. Hmm. Now I'm kind of looking at that part and feeling like that needs to be changed. This part right there. Maybe that needs to go. Give it a bit more angle. I'll play around with it a little bit. And I think I'm also going to change the color of it so it's not just kind of plain white sails. Maybe get the edges of it to be black or something like that. Or maybe do a red stripy pattern just to give it a little bit differentiation. Maybe I'll do like a big version of my banner and make it like across the waves or something like that. And then I also need to come up with a design for the flag at the top. I don't know if it's just going to be my normal banner, but maybe like a horizontal version of it or something like that. Not 100% sure. Anything else to report? Actually, Justin, do you want to go try to find a wither skeleton?
No.
No?
No,
You sure?
yes, I'm sure. I'm having too much fun just shooting my arrows.
All right, well, then I'll go do that by myself.
Yep.
What's wrong with my villagers? They're all like staring away from me. None of them want to look at me except for these two that are being very weird. Something spooked them or something? Is it me? Oh. Huh. I guess they don't like the mask. Okay, I got my Wither Skull mask, and I found it somewhere in between heading back from the Fortress of Azet and coming back in. I just noticed this, and you know that you're happy, or you've done a good job with your building when you can come in from far away and see your build come to life. Something that wasn't there before. You just see it kind of appearing over the tree line here, and you're just like, wow, that looks so good there. And you can tell like there's a ship, there must be ocean over there. The sails aren't obviously up, but it definitely looks like something successful there. And what do you know it? There you go. And one thing I'd like to point out is that we are definitely going to be making a large pier here that's gonna set up here, and then maybe some smaller boats. This will probably be like the big main boat. And you know what I just realized? And I wonder if this is gonna be a problem, because I just realized this whole ship, this entire design, these like past 6 episodes of working on the ship has all been for one purpose: a nether portal. And did I actually prepare enough space for such a thing? Is there enough space down here for maybe one? You know, there might actually be enough space right here. Is what we need. I mean, it's an odd number, that's a problem. Of course, I guess we can make it 5 by 5. Or 5 by 5? Is that it? 4 by... I gotta count. Or something like that. But yeah, I think we're good. I guess I could put it in the captain's cabin. Let's see if there's any space in there. Jesus Christ, how did I forget? I completely forgot about that. No, there's definitely not enough space here. It'd have to be somewhere else. So yeah, so we're going to be building like a nice pier here. Probably terraform this spot right here. Get rid of this little like peninsula that we got right here. And oop, oop, oop. That's not what I want to do. Can I? Nope. That's fine, that can stay closed. There is a nice peninsula right here as well. I want to do... Or this is not a peninsula. Is this a peninsula? It kind of is. It's kind of attached. I mean, what's the difference between a peninsula that's attached completely via land, or if you have to wade through a little bit of water on your feet? Also, I kind of want to build like a lighthouse right here. That might look kind of good. But anyway, we're going to be building like a nice pier here. There's going to be some smaller boats as well as this big boat. And that'll be kind of like a work in progress whenever I feel like it. This is kind of like this is something that's been in the works for a while. But I think my next step is going to be laying out the rest of these sails. And let's go over to the sheep farm and start getting some wool. And by sheep farm, I don't mean the one that I built like 4 months ago that never actually worked. I mean the actual sheep farm that I've had since before we started making episodes here. And I hope my mic is working. Oh, wait. I want to check something real quick on my recording. Yeah, recording sound. Gotta make sure my voice is recording. That'd be terrible if it wasn't. I just realized I have gum in my mouth and I'm probably chewing on it in the recording, which is great. But there's still so much flavor on it, I don't want to waste it. Oh, wait for mine. Oh, we're supposed to put the wither skull on. As you can see, I have a bunch of eggs in my inventory. I think I'm gonna try doing the chicken method with the leads, where we're gonna have chickens kind of sitting on certain like perches around the area. Oh gosh, that means creatures. Oops. Let me start collecting some wool. I'm gonna use the chicken method, where we're gonna put chickens strategically around the mast and certain spots on the ship, and then attach leads to the chickens, and then attach those to fence posts. And what this is going to do is going to make it look like there's a bunch of ropes kind of strung along the ship, like an actual ship, really. And instead of like something like a fence post or something, because that's a bit too thick and doesn't really angle properly. I kind of want there to be one. I think there should be a horizontal pole kind of block, something that. Oops, is that my shears breaking? That was my shears breaking. I don't have another pair of shears. Oh, this will be enough right now. Move sheep, move. And get in here, and have a bite of chicken. And... yeah, okay. There is... what was I going to say? There's no horizontal, like, pole type of object, and that's one of my... that's kind of something I want, because you can see by the front of the ship right now, it has that kind of awkward-looking, fence posting thing that's supposed to be like the... I have no idea what it's called. It's just like there's just like a part that juts out in the front of the ship that's like a front part. It's supposed to be part of the design of it all. But anyway, that's what I was going for with that. But it doesn't really look right. I'll probably take it down and just kind of maybe mess around with the statue in the front, the figurehead thing, whatever it's called. I don't know a lot about ships. I'm not gonna lie. So let's see. Let's take this wither skull real quick. Put it up here. Onto this guy. Hopefully he's facing in the right direction here. Which way are the boots facing? Yeah, that should be right. Perfect. Awesome. That's pretty good. I'm glad I thought of this idea. I mean, I'm sure someone else has already done this before, but it really works well. The armor stand is something for sure that was a really cool, kind of like non-Minecrafty kind of addition to the game. I mean, everything in the game fits well into the game, but there are always these certain blocks that just kind of, or certain features added that just kind of feel like you wouldn't expect them to be in this game. They're just something that you'd have to learn about and you'd see. So no one starting off playing Minecraft would ever think, oh, I need to make an armor stand. No, they'd be thinking, I need to make a door, I need to make a fence, I need to make like a stair or something. You wouldn't think I need an armor stand. It's kind of a very interesting block in that way, in that sort of fashion. Same thing with like a dispenser is kind of a weird block. Certain redstone pieces, a lot of the redstone pieces are kind of weird blocks. Iron gates, kind of weird block. Redstone lamps, kind of weird block, although those kind of make sense. I think I want more of these kind of blocks. These kind of weird items that are just kind of random. There's nothing else like the armor stand in this game. It's a very unique block. Item frames are probably the closest thing to it, but those are like in their own way a very weird block that I love. I love item frames. I think they're one of the coolest blocks. Or blocks. Why do I keep saying blocks? Items. One of the coolest items because they can do so many things with them, and especially since they added redstone mechanics to it, makes it even interesting. Slime blocks are a good example of a very interesting block that I need more of. Things you could do more of with, and maybe not necessarily redstone, but maybe just like decoration, because the armor stand is definitely a decoration thing. Although it does have cool redstone implications. But anyway, let's start making a sail. What did I say I was going to do with these sails? Did I say I was going to move them a little bit? Do these? Okay, good. Let's start working on this one. I want to make... this one's probably going to be... how big was this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks? I guess so. Yeah, 8 blocks, okay. I gotta get rid of this gum. This gum is gonna be killing me. Okay, there we go. Gum's gone. What a waste. So I want this one. What's the top one then? I'm sure it's only like 5. It must be 5. Oh. There's no edges to this thing yet. Speaking of, what did Justin finish this side of it? Let's take a look. Kind of. It's missing the banners, which I have in my inventory. Actually, I can put a couple up. I think one goes. I'm pretty sure one goes here. Correct me if I'm wrong. Throw those right there. Let's talk about Naviland real quick while I'm putting up these sails. So I've been working on that. I've been working on that for the past probably 6 or 7 episodes. I've been putting a lot of work into it, but there hasn't really been much progress on it lately, because it's supposed to be sort of like a community build, and right now there's not much of a community. My buddies Teletubby Slayer and Hooligan have not been active on the server lately, and it's been kind of sad. It's been lonely. I've gotten Tears to play with me for a while, but he only kind of just messes around and gets resources to help me out, not really actually doing any builds. He has his own base, which I've shown before, but it's kind of small and kind of lacking. He doesn't have as much Minecraft knowledge as some of the rest of us do. And so I would love for them to come back on and help me out with it, but and even just do stuff on their own, because what ends up happening is it's always just me on the server, and then I'm like, hey, you guys want to help me? They're like, okay, sure. It's never they're on by themselves doing their own work. I don't think Teletubby Slayer's been on the server doing his own work in probably like 6 months. I don't think he rarely ever does that, and he always ends up doing builds with Hooligan. And what ends up happening is they sort of work on it together, and so I don't know. I guess there's not this sense of doing your own thing, and eventually Teletubby just kind of gets off of it, and I'm not really sure. I need to get him back on the thing, which means we need to prank them, and that's what we're gonna do. The solution is to prank them. And I have an idea, kind of a crazy idea, something that I've never seen done before, but I think would be very fun. They're sitting on a rather large frozen lake, and this past winter it's been very cold. But springtime's starting up soon, and I feel like that lake might melt, and the local wildlife of that lake may start returning soon. And you'd think, what's local wildlife in a lake? Would it be squids? No, not squids. Perhaps something a bit more threatening, a bit more hostile. And that's what we'll be doing in a little bit. Sometime, maybe in the next couple episodes, we'll go over and do that. Actually, I probably need to wait till spring happens to make it actually make sense with weather patterns. But yeah, we'll be doing that soon. On the 21st. On the 21st of March, that's what we'll be doing. Is I'll be pranking them and seeing if I can get them back on and have some fun with them. But let's take care of some of the sails now. We need to start patching together this one. I think I want this one to start. Oh man, how many blocks is this tall? Is this? I think it's 20 blocks tall, so I want them to be. If we do 7, size 7 sails, we can definitely do 2 of them. Yeah, the mast here definitely has to be bigger, because this one definitely needs to be bigger. At least it's like 5 right now. I think that one at least has to be a 7. So that these 2 are 7 sails and the back ones are 7 sails. When I say 7, I mean 7 tall. And so let's just let's see. If it's 20 blocks tall, starting from here, we want some 7 wide. That's gonna be 6 blocks of room. So maybe we start here. Is that too small? Is that too short? That might be a little bit too short. Maybe we need to start when we're up. And we can always extend this mast up. Yeah, let's start from right there. So we're gonna do the same basic shape. It's gonna be blocks are gonna be like this, and then we need some sort of throwaway block. Probably netherrack is a good one because I don't really care about netherrack. And then we do 1, and then 2, 3. Do we want these to be the same width? Yeah, we probably want it to be the same size generally. Maybe 1. Ooh, oh wait, how long is this? Oh no, these are the same width. Okay, so we want them to be the same width. Width is a hard word to say. Oh wait, hang on a second. No, we're good. Okay, never mind. Put this here. How many wide is this? Is that 2? Is that 3? That's 3 blocks wide. Oh yeah, and it kind of tapers off as well. So 2, oops, 2, and then is this. Another act really works as well as a throwaway block, but I can't. Dang it! Come on now, work with me here. That, and then just blast that. We have backups. Get this here, and I'll just do this first layer, and then I'll start working on it by myself, just so you guys don't have to sit here and watch this. And then I also need something maybe to support this sail, because it kind of looks like it wouldn't work. Something needs to be attached there. Oops, is that right? No, that's definitely not right. Actually, wait, we can just do this. That's 2, and then 3, and then we can't add. There we go. Oh, oops, dang it. Gimme. Right. These guys, if they come back to inventory, great. If they don't, whatever. Get rid of you. And then what we do is that right? No, wait, that needs to go. That. And then we take it up out 1, because it's going to be like, it's attached to this part. The sail is attached to the mast there, and at the very top as well. So it kind of, the wind hits it in the middle, and it poofs out like that. But there definitely needs to be something. I need to look up how the physics of it work, because something has to be attached here, otherwise it would turn completely. It would just be blowing completely this way, no matter which way or depending on which way the wind was blowing, it would turn completely one way. Both sides is kind of fold in on each other, and it wouldn't actually act as a sail. So something has to be connected at these corner points to the mast in order for it to properly work. Although maybe it's ropes connected to here. I'm not 100% sure. So that's what we're going to be looking towards figuring out. And hopefully I can figure that out soon. But for now, we're just going to make the sails. So I'm going to leave you here right now. And when we come back, the sails for both masts should be done. And the next episode, we'll start working on the strings. And then add some details to the ship, because we're almost done. I need to fix this side of the ship, because there's no spruce wood marking this area. Do I have actually spruce wood? I have a little bit. What's this? This is story of a girl who cried a river down the whole world. Break this real quick. Just want to see something. Yeah, that's empty. That needs to be a stair. That needs to be a half slab right there, doesn't it? Oop. It's so hard to see this thing. What's right under that? I have no idea. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to cut it here, and I will see you once these sails are complete. Speaking of taking a look at something you've built that's brand new and being able to see the progress of it on the overhead, we can update this map. It's going to be this one. Did we get it? Okay. Let's take a look. Check it out. Oh my god, it actually looks like it's the ship. Oh, that's so cool. That is awesome. That is one of the coolest things that I've seen in the game, is being able to see this kind of updated map kind of feature. That right there. And then actually, is that one? Oh yeah, here we go. Now you can see the the jump boost. You can see the iron golem farm right here. We have the little bit of the fishing hut right here, and then we have the cave entrance is right here. The village of Brita right here. Storage hut is right here. We are currently in this area. Got the little pond. The armory. The enchanting and potions is right here. The ship is here. Got the reed farm going around here. And then there's the bridge. The towers. Which I realize do kind of look a bit phallic, but that's fine. And then we get the path leading out here, as well as the little tiny bridge right here. So hopefully we can get this map really filled out. I need to do something here, something different. and then something out in this section, as well as over here, because it's kind of blank and boring. Maybe I'll build like a little village or something different. Oh, and here's the wonderful world of Jot City, which is actually... Can this be updated from here? This map is very old. There's a lot of new stuff going on in that area. There is a bunch of pathing that I did around Jot City that needs to be updated. Maybe we'll take that up some other day, but for right now we're gonna leave it like that. Yeah, oh, I wonder why this corner piece has never been filled out. I know I've been there before. Yeah, it won't update. Okay. So I have finished, for the most part, putting up the sails. Let me just sleep up quick. For the most part, as you can see, you finished with the sails. I'm working on that last one. I need to grab more wool. That's why I stopped. But yeah, let's just take a look at what we've done real quick. So I put up these sails. I made a 7 tall sail and a 6 tall sail. Another 7, another 6. That one's going to be finished up. I need to get rid of the crow's nest up there. Probably make it a little bit smaller. It looks a little bit too big for my tastes. And then this sail needs to go up at least 1 more block, maybe 2. Maybe that should be a 7 sail. So we have 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 7. So that makes it look a little bit better, but right now it's way too small. And then we need to work on the extra stuff. So for right now, this is actually coming along a lot nicer than it has been in the past. Like just through this one, these last 2 playing sessions, because this is actually the next day. Since I recorded with Justin, and we're going to be checking out. Oh, I have a little bit of netherrack there. I got to remember to get rid of. But yeah, so next time on Jot City, we're going to be finishing up this ship once and for all. We're going to have everything done and have the full presentation for the ship as well as the Nether portal. And then I think after that, we're going to start working on. What are we going to start working on next? I think I kind of want to start working on a new build, a new project, like a brand new area. I've had a lot of ideas in the past of things I wanted to do, and they're always changing, always shifting around. And I may want to start working on something new and something different. I really like my base here, but I do want to have something like a village to build in an area where I can do tons of different like little places that aren't necessarily functional, but more like visual based. This is a very functional place because we have, like I said, we have an iron golem farm, we have a villager hut, we've got this cool gate thing, the ship that which leads to the nether hub, and the storage place. Everything serves a purpose except for the fishing hut, which is just basically to house goop, the slime there. And I think I want to start working on something like that. And I have a place picked out, but I'm not 100% sure I like it yet. I think there's another place as well that I want to check. And so we'll be looking at that in the upcoming episodes. But that's going to be all for us today. Thank you all for watching, and next time, we'll be getting on the ship. Bye-bye! Got it. Oh, you may be wondering what these signs are. Let's just say Tears got to it and wrote some very appropriate things that I won't have you read on camera. Bye-bye.